Son Gohan and Videl. I'm gonna kick us off here because they are, to me, my favorite couple. They are the greatest couple in Dragon Ball history, and here's why. All of these different relationships we can talk about, there's this or there's that aspect of here and everything, but with Gohan and Videl, I think it's the best romance Toriyama's ever written. And if anybody knows, heard the interviews, Toriyama says himself that he's not good at romance, but I mean, what can you say about this relationship? I mean, think about Videl was so, like, you know, really pushy and everything, and borderline, didn't even respect Gohan, that he wanted to keep his secret safe. She blackmailed him into the tournament early on, but you see as she became more and more in love with Gohan, she changed into like just the sweetest person. And that's what I really like about Gohan and Videl's whole relationship, is not just that they're sweet, but they really have each other's backs. I talked about earlier is that Gohan definitely exceeded his parents. You know, you think about Chi-Chi being this overbearing mother. I don't see Gohan being that way with Pan. Case in point, just look at the end of Dragon Ball Z. He's letting Pan be free and train with her grandfather. When we see Gohan at that age, Bulma's asking, what do you want to be? A scholar, because my mom says I want to be a scholar or whatever. So it's like Gohan gives her more freedom, and even though it's not a part of the official continuity in Dragon Ball GT, it looked like even Gohan still let his daughter be free and everything and stuff like that. And then when you look at Videl, you know, I do miss what Videl was. She was such an awesome character from a fighting standpoint. Even though she got the crap beat out of her by Spokovich, she kept going ahead fighting and stuff. So it would have been nice to see that dynamic continue with Videl. But like I said, she became this sweet person. Some of the episodes in Dragon Ball Super I thought really added to this is when I believe Mr. Satan and Gohan are being reckless with Pan, and Chi-Chi ends up going ahead and taking Pan away from them, and then Mr. Satan and Chi-Chi end up getting into this back and forth about what Pan's gonna be like, I guess how she would be raised or something, and it eventually ends up to where Pan and Videl are locked in a room with Chi-Chi and eventually Bulma, and they both are asking her, well, what do you want Pan to be? And Videl's like, hey, I appreciate it. You know, she appreciates the advice that she's getting from her family and friends, but she's like, you know, hey, she wants Pan to grow up the way she wants to, you know, as opposed to what her parents or even the grandparents here would want her to be. And I love that because they both want to take on this new responsibility as parents together. They know there's going to be ups and downs, but the main thing is they wanted to do it together. And I love that aspect. Another great episode that I thought they did in Dragon Ball Super is when the guy tries to set up Gohan and have the actress kiss him, and then he takes a photo and says basically, oh, look at this, basically your husband is cheating, which was very out of this world for Dragon Ball. I'm like, wow, I've never thought I see a watch the full video by clicking under my handle.